and I will get the list. Just pop in if you want one and we'll start making one. And whilst you're doing that, I will do us all a card for the evening. Yes, you can have a card, Holly. I'll pop you on. Yay. So Holly, Susan, Karen, Val, Christina, you're getting a card even though you're saying you're doing the list. Hi Susan, I'm good, thank you. Right, so the card for everybody tonight is Angelic Protection. And this is such a nice one. With this theme for this week is about raising your vibration. And when it comes to angelic protection, you can't get a better vibration than that. And it literally is just saying you're protected. So please don't feel like whatever's going on in the external world, whatever you're feeling, whatever, upset you've been having, do not panic, because you are protected, you're guided, and whatever this is, it's just a learning lesson to get you to that next place. So please, you are fully protected. So if you have had some battles and things going on lately, don't let that stress you, and please know it's temporary, because it is. Hi Oswald. Yes, of course you can have a card. Sorry, it's been a rough day. So just before we dive in, obviously the podcast this week, if anybody's managed to listen to it, it is all about raising your vibration. So raising your vibration is about embodying the energy we want to create in our life, and we have the choice to do that. So when we're having a tough day, we have the choice. We can stay in that mood, or we can shift our energy. We can rise up. We can become something by raising our energy, by raising our vibration. And it can be tough because we're in the habit often of staying in that place, but we really need to rise and not stay in that place for longer than we need to. It is our decision to do that. So with the podcast, it's all about little techniques that you can do that are so powerful, that will help you rise, because that's what it's all about. We've got to level up to meet what it is that we want. We've got to ascend. So hi Denise, are you wanting a card? And Janie as well, hi. Pop in if you want one. Right, this one's for Holly. And let me know if anybody's listened to the podcast this week. Ooh, Holly, you've got career. So we were just talking about this. So there's obviously, with you going back to work as well after having a baby, which is amazing, but this is like the start for you. So once you go back, it's like a refresh in a sense, and you're going to feel quite renewed. And even though you like your job and there's certain things going on, I feel like there's going to be more of a vision and more of a focus. And now you've got different things that are going on in your life, I think you're going to actually want to see something bigger. So potentially when you go back to work, you might start thinking about, right, what is that next step? What does that look like? Where am I going with this? And even though you can't see the bigger picture yet, and you're not meant to see that, so don't panic if you can, don't get too much into the detail. But there is something bigger potentially on the horizon there. So just go back in with the frame of mind that you're enjoying it and everything's going well, and see where that next step appears from, because it might be that you get asked to do something or asked to help with something, and it opens up some more doors. So quite exciting around work and career focus. So about really opening up those horizons, that where you are or where you're going to might not be your forever place. So there's plenty more out there, but you've just got to go to that next thing, and then the next thing, and then the bigger picture will all come together. So don't stress about the end bit, just enjoy the steps up. So Holly, that's an exciting one. Let's have a look. Hi Michelle. So Denise and Janie, yeah, brill. I will double check I've got the same as Christina. I think I have. You're welcome, Holly. I hope that, well, you won't know if that resonates at the minute, but it might do if you're thinking of what's been coming up. So, Susan, I'll do you next, and you can have one of the Kyle Grey ones, which I love. Oh, opportunity and change. I love this card. It's so beautiful. She's got kind of like all these peacocky wings. They're just so vibrant and colourful. Hiya, Christina. You finally made one. Yay. Right, let me write you down. So with this one, I feel like you're getting quite a lot of signs at the minute, and they're all potentially leading you to somewhere. So Susan, it's about really opening up to the possibility of what could happen, because it's time for you to kind of grab any opportunity that comes. But that is you are getting spiritual messages, so follow that guidance, follow the intuition, and really see where it goes, because it's about something big's gonna change. She's got like this wind blowing her hair, and it really is like something big is changing inside. So think about that. Just follow the guidance. You will be guided to exactly where you need to go. So all you have to do is be prepared to see it. You don't have to do any more than that. But it really is time to spread your wings and fly. So it's such a gorgeous time, because you are going to be completely protected, but it's all about following your heart and following that intuition, and it's going to lead to such an amazing new beginning. So just keep open to them signs and know that they are for you. That is your next step. That's the next thing. So please just keep following it and trust in your heart and trust in what lights you up, because that's going to get you there. Hi, Kelly. You're not late, don't worry. So I've got you. So now I've got Karen. So I've got Karen, Val, Christina, Oswald, Tina, Janie, Denise, Janie, Tina, Kelly. I think I've got everybody, but I will double check. I think that's everyone on Christina's list as well. So any questions on how to raise your vibration, or what it even means, or anything like that, please pop them in the comments. Oh, Susan, I'm glad you like that. It is such a beautiful card. I don't know whether, look at that. It's so vibrant. There's so much coming. So I love that. Right, Karen, I'm going to do a work you like one for you. So, Karen, but yeah, let me know any tips that you do to raise your vibration, what really works for you, because the things that really work for me, music, I absolutely love music, and it totally changes my mood. If I'm in a bad mood, I get a song on, I get dancing, I get moving. It's amazing. Karen, you've got Keepers of the Earth, so you are not alone. Another one like we got at the very beginning about that angel protection. This is saying that your guides are all around you. They are sending you so much love. So even though you might not have been feeling it lately, or you've been feeling like things are getting on top of you, what they're saying is they're just there wrapping all this love and energy around you. So whatever you need help with, you just need to ask. They are following you, they're helping you, they're trying to guide you. So please just open up that energy and let them in and let them help. Don't do everything alone. And all you do is just get quiet. If you get quiet and centered and feel into it, then you connect in with them in your heart, and you've got the potential to do that really, really well. So just keep looking out for any signs. If you've been seeing any animals, so on this card we've got elephants, we've got, I think it's like a lion, like a female lion. And then there's, oh wow, I've just seen another thing. So there's wolf energy and eagle. So there's plenty here. So you are meant to be tapping into this energy to be able to let you soar, but there's a lot of ancient energy around you as well. So if you're not meditating at the moment, you've got to get meditating and connected into this energy, because they've got messages for you, they've got things coming through. So make sure that you're really connecting into that energy. And if you don't know how, I don't know what you like with meditating and that type of thing, but really it is how you're going to connect and know that they're there all the time. But you just connect with your heart and you'll be able to feel it. So whatever you need help with, let them help. Ask them for help, because they're there and they just want to support you and guide you. Barefoot in the earth and natural water, if I can, river, pond and lake. Michelle, is that what you're wanting? Definitely music, yeah. Yeah, barefoot really does raise your vibration. That's amazing. And Michelle, I've put you on the list as well because I didn't have you on. Susan says walking outside in the woods. Kelly, music again. Yeah, so Karen, I hope that one helped you, and just ask for help because they're literally there, like around you so much. So I've got Val next. I'm going to do a spell casting one. And that's the thing with lifting your vibration, it's making that choice as well. So making the choice to lift your vibration is you choosing you. You can either choose to suffer and be in that mood and prolong it as long as you want, but actually it's not helping anyone. So you know all these tips, you know all these things, and it is time to just lift yourself out of it and feel better. And that is in our gift. We don't need to wait for someone else's permission. We don't need to wait for help to do it. We just need to do it. So Val, you've got truth. So there's something at the minute trying to come through. There's a message or like a missing link, or like a bit of knowledge that is trying to get through to you. There's just one little thing that's going to completely shift your perspective round. So this is all about you really going inwards. So again, I was saying about meditation, and meditation is one way to lift your vibration. But by meditation, it just allows the messages to come through, because we are all connected. And by tuning in and shutting all that inner chatter out, you just get that real information. You get what your heart, what your soul really craves. And it's your time now to get that message. Find out what is really lighting you up inside and following that. So whatever it is, there is something about you. You need to get quiet. You need to shut out whatever's going on in your mind and really connect in with, it's like your sacral chakra. And that's where all your creativity is going to be. And it's literally like a powerhouse for you. So once you tune in, there's going to be messages that you'll just be like, right, that's the missing piece. So there's something trying to come through at the minute. So please try and get a bit of time where you can connect in and try and just hear what this truth is. And it's so simple. There's going to be something that's just going to completely shift the way that you've been looking at something. And you've potentially been looking outside of yourself for the answer, and you've got the answer inside. So just have a think about that, because once you shift that perspective, just everything will feel so much lighter. So lots of meditation for you, Val. Christina, I've got yours next. I'm going to do a Kyle Gray one. So Karen, you're welcome, Karen. I hope that resonates with you. Do you do a lot of meditation, Karen? Do you connect in with your angels and your guides? I'd like to know, because that's really what they're coming through to say, like they're there wanting to connect with you as well. Susan, audio keeps freezing, so I'm going to drop off. No worries, Susan. Thanks for coming though. Val, yeah, definitely do some meditation on that. But don't search for the answer, just connect in and keep growing that energy in your heart center and around here. Let the white light take over, and eventually it'll come. So don't like go in and push for that information, but something's going to lift, something's going to change for you. So just let that come. Christina, take a step back. So it's time just to kind of, we were talking about this, really rise above like whatever situation you're in at the minute and just take a holistic view, like fully just step up. So when you step back, it's not about stepping back, it's about rising up and just looking over everything with that really like loving lens so that you can see the bigger picture. And once you step back, you'll be able to see the magic in what it is you've been looking for. So really just don't get into the detail of things at the minute. Really just take a bit of time to connect into your heart. There's a massive message in these cards tonight, and it is all about really connecting into who you are, connecting into that energy, connecting into that power inside of you. So if anybody doesn't know how to do that, really go and get that Frustrated to Zen meditation course. That takes you through starting right from the beginning, getting into a good practice, but using that white light energy to ground you, to connect into source, to really get you to the point where you're connecting in and you understand how to use that energy in your own body. So please, if you haven't done that and this is all new to you, go and have a look at that course, because that'll help you. But yeah, just once you take a step back, it is very much like it's like Val's card, but a little bit different with this one because you're in the situation. So it's just lifting yourself out of it, breathing, feeling that spark inside of you, feeling that creativity, and then letting that be your lens to see the bigger picture through. So yeah, that's an interesting one for you, Christina. Oswald, seeing as though you've had a hard day, I'm going to do a lovely work your light card for you, because I feel these are such loving energy and you need a big hug and a big, let's wrap this energy around you. And let's see that there's other ways, I've done chakra one and healing ones. Well, yeah, Karen, so whatever you can do to get into it, but there is that Frustrated to Zen one, which will, just step you through it all. So that's an option too. Casey, I popped you on the list. So Oswald, what lights you up? So at the minute, you're just sitting on the sidelines, wishing, hoping, kind of looking at things that you'd like to do, but just sitting watching it all at the minute. So potentially like not letting yourself dive right in. I feel like you're looking from the outside at this world that you'd love to be a part of, but you're just sitting waiting. You're sitting like a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, a little bit kind of teetering on the edge of something really, really big. So it's not that it's not there for you. It's just that you've got to find that courage. You've got to find that energy inside of you to make that leap. Just to think, right, no, I'm not letting anything hold me back. I am really stepping up my energy. And it is this raising your vibration to find what lights you up. Really follow the joy. Follow the next thing that does make you feel good. And that doesn't have to be like a massive leap. That's small incremental leaps every day that you find that little bit of peace, that little bit of happiness every single day. Because once that builds and grows, you'll find that in 3 to 6 months, you are going to be in a completely different space. Because I think at the minute you're sat here and you're looking at, you want to be here. Whereas there's little steps in between to get your energy to here. So what you've got to do is start with the little steps, because what happens is soon them little steps become those big steps and have you here. But because you're wanting to be here, you're not starting off. So it really is start with the little things that are going to creep your vibration up every single day, because then you'll notice after a little while, oh my God, I'm here and I was here. So it is them small incremental changes. I know you're desperate for that big whoosh, this wave comes in and I instantly feel up here. And it doesn't happen like that. You've got to acclimatise. Because what happens when we jump to here and we're here, suddenly we're up here and then we're back down because this is what we know. So you've got to really get your vibrational frequency acclimatized to where you want to be. So it's really taking them small steps to get you to it, and just following what lights you up daily, those little things that are getting the music on, but getting the music on and moving the body and all of that stuff is going to help you grade your way up. And then before you know it, you're going to be here and you're not going to be going back down. That's the difference. Because if you jump suddenly, you would think, well, I don't belong here, and I go back. So you've got to do it, acclimatise. You've got to embody it every single day. So I hope that helps, and that's maybe a good message for a lot of people as well, because we suddenly want this magic wand to come in and go, whoa, I feel better now. And it doesn't work like that. We've got to do the kind of acclimatization and them little changes that suddenly it's like, whoa, this is the new me and I love it. And I'm not going back to that place because I don't even recognize it anymore. I don't know what that feels like. It's not me. It doesn't fit. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Wishing and hoping for a lot more, yet thinking, where am I now? And is all that life will be. The card feels right for this situation. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Oswald. Honestly, small incremental change is going to have a huge, huge impact. And the thing is, don't wish for that big miracle. Just make the miracle every single day. It's in your gift. We have that power. We are so powerful. We are, we're amazing. So you've got that too. I've got that. Everyone on this call has got that. We've got that ability to change and rise and get ourselves to where we need to be. So small changes. We don't need to do it all in a day. Remember that upgrade quiz from the membership as well. Keep thinking of that and just thinking little tweaks you can make that'll make a difference. Right, Denise, I'm gonna do a work your life one for you as well, because I feel you've got a lot going on at the minute. Everything's exciting. So I'm glad that message helped. That I feel these cards, there's messages in them for everyone tonight. So take out of it all the little bits that you need. Because obviously my cards are I do them linked to coaching as well. They're all very much like how I raise clients' vibes. So yeah, it's good. So Denise, I am going to do this one. If I just let them pop out and they're ready, and they always just come. So you've got Imrama, which is such a nice one. Where are you being called to journey to? So there might be that you've had kind of different places that you want to visit, or different places that you feel really drawn to, like your soul is just beckoning to go to. And it's kind of like an activation. So I don't know whether you've felt this lately, but have you felt like you've really been guided to go and visit somewhere, or you find that there's a certain place in your town that just you go and it just really grounds your energy or makes you feel connected in somehow? For me, that's being by water. As soon as I get by water, I'm just literally like, oh yeah, that's where I'm meant to be. And it might be that there's water, but from going to these places that you feel really drawn and really connected to, and again, it might be through meditation, you might be taken there in your mind, but what's happening is there's a soul activation. So there's a part of you that's connecting to this place, and it's connecting you through different past lives as well, because there's something, some energy, some information, some downloads that you should be receiving and connecting to in them places. So I don't know whether you've got somewhere where you keep going in your meditations, or where you feel really drawn to physically. Yes, my Sunset Beach. So yeah, you know where it is. So what you've got to do, keep going to that place, and really just, when you're there, just breathe that energy in. Just let your soul digest whatever it needs to digest, because there's real, like, wisdom there, like you've been there before. Honestly, it's like just a massive connection, and it's going to give you so many downloads and so much information by just being in that place. So where it'll ground you as well as like you as you are now, so it'll make you feel instantly better, but just keep making that part of your routine. That has to be part of your routine, because by doing that, it is really bringing in these downloads at the minute. So as well, if you can't get there, do it in your head. Go in meditation, just imagine yourself there, and you'll often find that you might get your best ideas, creativity wise, coming out that way. So yeah, there's a real kind of like soul connection there. Water flowing is amazing, Val. Oh, that calms me down so much. I want like a water feature for my garden just so I can sit and be like, oh, this is amazing. Yeah, well, you can take your phone, but try and, don't look at your phone. Like, have that time just to breathe it in. I know when I'm stood by the water and I just shut my eyes and I just breathe, or I just stare at it and I just breathe and I listen to the waves. It just instantly takes me somewhere that I've never, I've been before. It's so kind of, my soul just needs it. My soul needs that grounding, and that's what it's like for you. And it does just, it's going to bring in a lot more ideas, clarity, real ahas coming through. So just let yourself have that time quite often. So Janie, I will do a spell casting one for you. So I've got Janie, then Tina, then Kelly, Michelle and Casey. So if there is anybody else on, please just let me know. Ooh, Janie, you've got new beginnings. That's a nice one. I always love new beginnings. It always gets me excited, and I'm sorry anybody who gets scared by them and they think, oh my God, change. But new beginnings are exciting. It's like, it's that, and I want you to get excited. It is that excited energy. It's like, ooh, anything can happen. And there is something that you're being there's like a new opening coming for you at the minute. And through this, you might have been kind of looking at it for a while or thinking about it for a while, but actually it's getting closer and closer, and you can see the whole picture kind of evolving now. And it's like you're nearly there, you're nearly stepping into it. So it's just, this card's coming in just to say, let it flow. Whatever you've been thinking about, this new step you've been thinking about doing, just let it all flow, because it's all happening. It's all taken care of. And you literally have this new horizon coming for you, this new way of being. And there's so much kind of like magic in it. Like magic, abundance. Honestly, it's going to be transformational for you. So please, just if you have been guided to start something or try something different, or you've been visualizing it and thinking about it for a while, just step on through and just let it all flow to you, because it's going to bring so much to your life. It's just going to enrich everything. So don't be scared. Dive right in and just let whatever is coming, or I think you know what you've planned. I think it's kind of been in the making. So just let it come now, because it's ready. So I hope that one helps. Hi, Darcy. I'll pop you on. Do you want a card? Yeah. Fab, I've popped you on the list. Oh, that one's exciting, Janie. So keep us posted on that. I'd love to know what's happening and what's going on with it. Such a nice one. Right. So Janie, Tina. Right. I'm gonna do Work Your Life for you as well. So. And then I think we've got everyone after that, unless anybody else pops on. Christina, you'll have to let me know. I'm not flicking to my messages just because I'm getting my comments on my phone as well, because Chrome is an absolute nightmare. I need to work out how to get comments on Chrome now, but I just use my phone. Oh, I love this one for you, Tina. Sisterhood of the Rose. Yay, love this. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic and teacher. Ooh. So this is about, you've got all this loving energy inside of you, and it's like everything's been aligning to this place to get you just to, when I talk about rising and ascending, it is literally like this energy inside of you, this love, this goddess energy is just literally like coming out, and it's time to let it all flow. Let that feminine energy go just fully out. Let her like shine. She is here to take over. So none of that masculine structure, that's all there. Like, they are your foundation. So the masculine structure is all there. It's all sorted. You don't need to focus on any of that now. So for me, this is about your business as well. Like, you don't have to think about putting loads of strategy in, putting loads of like old ways of working. You've got to feel into what is it you want now. What is it does she want now? This she inside of you, like, really, she's leading the show now, and you've got to let her. So even though it might not work with your masculine brain, and you're like, oh, this isn't how we do it in business, this isn't how, you know, all the men do it, it doesn't matter. It's how you do it and how you have been brought here to do it. So just let all that detailed kind of analysis, like, that type of, it just makes me cringe. But all of that, just let that all go. That is already fundamentally built. So the other stuff, that energy, that female energy, has to shine out now, because that is how you're leading. You need to lead with that now. So everything, you have powerhouse women like in your guide spirit squad behind you, like leading the way. We have, honestly, we've got queens in there, pharaoh, like female Egyptian queens. Honestly, that energy, they are just all like, oh, do it for us, do it for us. So I love that one, honestly. Tina, it's such an amazing card. But yeah, lead with the female energy now. Ooh, that one was good. I just want to embody that energy. I'm like, oh yes, bring it on. So Tina, I hope that one was good for you and you can relate to it. Kelly, I'm going to do a Kyle Gray one for you. So my comments have gone quiet, so I'm hoping I can see. Right, Christina's just liked it, so yeah, hopefully they're still coming through. Ooh. So Kelly, what's yours saying? Honesty and communication. So this is really about speaking from your heart, speaking your truth. Just letting, like, I think when it comes to giving people the brutal truth, shall we say, you've been too much in your head, and sometimes you're not actually speaking your heart and not being true to what you want. So now it's time to just let that energy come up from your heart, from your sacral chakra. Just let it flow up and let that come in to speak for you. So you don't need to think from here. There is literally there's no logical, like, don't let that come out your mouth. It's got to be heart-led. So whatever's happening at the minute, just let that loving energy take over and let your heart speak for you. So follow that, and what that'll do, that'll just bring that emotion to your throat and let you say what you need to say, and you'll have the right words. Like, logically, they will come, as long as it's from here and not from here. So just let that loving energy, like, really embody it, and make sure you are constantly speaking your truth, because often as women, we don't speak our truth because we think it's going to hurt someone, or we think we should be good, or we need to be liked, and all of this. As long as you say it from a loving place, it doesn't matter how someone else takes it. It's you're giving it with love, they should take it with love. And if they don't, that's down to them. So just literally let that love come, and you say, so it's love for you and love for them. So please, like, speak your truth. Yeah, definitely. Don't think, just tap in. What is it I need? And you've been doing the self-love meditation. Oh my God, yeah. It is letting that energy come out of you, because I think before you've been very much like, you want to be liked by everyone or pleasing everybody or like fitting into some mold. This self-love energy is bringing out what you truly want, what you truly want to say. So just let that flow. That's where you need to be doing the work and letting that come out. So yeah, keep doing that meditation. That's a good one for you. Michelle, right, I'm going to go spell casting for you. I have, oh good, I'm glad, honestly. But yeah, it is all about letting that love come up and just let that speak for you. Don't worry about anybody else and how they take it. Michelle, Casey and Darcy, yeah, that's who I've got. So this one's Michelle's. Ooh, fertility. I love this one. So Michelle, it's all about you birthing and creating something in this world. So what have you been kind of nurturing at the minute? What have you been letting grow? Because it's growing so that you can now birth it and really have that energy out there. So whatever it is you've been doing, it's really kind of like let it flow now. Just let it go, let it come, let it become what it needs to. You don't have to get it to like adulthood. You just have to let it out and let it flow, and the rest will grow. So once you've kind of birthed it, you can relax and just let that feminine come in and let it just lead the way. You don't have to be hustling. You don't have to be doing loads. You just have to let that heart, honestly, it's a nice, easy, flowing energy. So all you've done now, you've done all the magic, you've done all the thinking, you've done all the things you need to do. It is time to just let it out now and let it all go. So whether that's like a new venture business-wise or something, just do it now. It's time. It wants to be out there. It wants to be growing in itself. And it doesn't have to be perfect yet, because it is just going to keep growing and growing and growing and changing and evolving. But you don't have to push that. You don't have to know the end yet. You just have to let it come, and then the rest will like guide itself. So please just let it out now. Just let it go. Casey, I will do a work you like one for you as well. So if anybody is really wanting to lift the vibration at the minute and get out of a place where their inner critic is taking over, they're too much in their head, they really want to tune into that intuition, they want to tune into their soul, tune into that inner knowing, Frustrated to Zen is the way to do it. Honestly, that one will set you up for that really good practice and get you to understand how you feel the energy, because I feel it very different. Other people feel it very different. It's how you feel it. So that course takes you through all of that. It takes all the, am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? It teaches you, it gets you to that point. Plus with the meditations that guide you there as well. So if you do want to start off an intuitive practice, that is where I would really recommend starting with. So Casey, this one is for you. So you've got Acacia. So your guidance is divinely guided. So we were just talking about this the other night in the masterclass, weren't we? And we were saying them signs, like your guides had placed certain people in your life and kind of really put things in place that have like, now you're like, this is amazing. This is just saying that you are on this path that you are walking now is where you have meant to be, and where your past lifetimes have kind of set you up to get to this place. So you might think that you're not ready, you're overwhelmed, like there's stuff going on that literally you're like, am I ready for this? And it's yes, hell yes. So if you look at this card, like this is all this dark times that you've had, all of this has gone. All of this has been to rise you up. Like we were saying, without all of that, you wouldn't know how to get the next step. You wouldn't know how to grow, how to evolve. But this is you walking down this path now. So your path is divinely guided and you are going to somewhere Every step you take is leading you somewhere better than you've ever been. So please let any fear or doubt out of your mind now. Like, the past is behind you. The past has been to learn from. The past has been to get you to where you need to be so that you can grow. But where you're going is another level, and it is where you're meant to be. So please, please, no more doubting, no more holding yourself back. Just keep following the guides and following your signs like you have been, like you've been diving in, and you've had so much courage, and I am super, super proud of you. You just need to keep following what lights you up, and you are just so on such a good path. So just let that go now. All that fear, let it all go, because it's good stuff that's coming. We've just got to, and when the bad stuff comes and your head goes to that place, it's just the past creeping up on you. So just let it go, do the work that we've talked about, like to shift you through it. And yeah, you're going to be in such a better place. Any of the negativity that comes up now, it is really just past habits, past ways of being that you kind of slip back into, but that's not who you are or who you're meant to be. So that one's lovely, Casey. I hope you really can feel that, and because that's amazing. Sorry, don't worry, Michelle. Hope you heard it all. But if not, you can go back and watch your replay. So we've got Darcy, and then has anybody got any questions for me? Anything on, doesn't have to be about lifting your vibration, but that's what this week's was about. But anything at all, any manifesting questions, any mindset questions, anything about me and my journey and how I did it, just please let the questions flow. I've got a bit more time if anybody wants to ask anything. Oh, so Darcy, you've been training for this for lifetimes, the age of light. So again, this is a big one, because I think sometimes we go through quite a lot of pain and quite a lot of trauma and quite a lot of things that happen to us. And what that has to do, it has to crack us open, has to get us to a point where we look for something different. And I feel this has happened in a sense of you've potentially been kind of cracked open yourself. And what that's done is allowed this light to align through you and let that energy flow. So you are completely being guided to where you need to be. You're being guided to the right people. You're being guided to everything that you need. And you've got to trust that this is where you're meant to be. There is something big that you're meant to be doing in this lifetime. There is some real big energy that you're meant to be bringing, and some light you're meant to be shining into this world. So please just take each day as it comes, because everything has been aligning you to this point. So even though it might not feel a good place in your life, and it's only going to go up, it's very much like Casey's, it's literally only going up now. So please just take all of it as they were lessons that you needed to learn, and now you can align and rise and really ascend to who you're meant to be, because there is like a goddess inside of you that is ready to kind of come out and show you the way. So just connect in with who you are and let that energy come out of you. So again, there's been a real vibe tonight about really connecting into who we are, what we want, what lights us up. And this is what it's saying to you. Everything is aligning. So just trust it and let that energy come out of you, and know that it's for something better. So whatever you've been through, whatever's happened in the past, it is to get you here so that you can start to see and truly focus on where you're meant to be and where you're meant to be going. But you've got everything you need to enable you to do that. So don't panic on that. Like, whatever external is happening, it's just temporary, because everything is going upwards, really going to ascend. Yeah, honestly, yours and Casey's were very intertwined. So it is like a real kind of, all that past stuff, all that pain, all that hurt has been for this reason. Like, unfortunately, sometimes we have certain lessons that we have to learn, and we have to get them lessons through, and then we can be like, right, I'm the one who can teach others now. I'm the one who can take this and use it to do something amazing with. And that's been the same on my journey. I had to go through the trauma. I had to go through the rejection, the heartache, all of that. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what I was talking about to be able to teach and move forward. I would never have done the shift that I've done, that now I teach other people. So if I didn't feel any of that, it would all just be theory. And, that's okay, but then I couldn't have connected, and I probably wouldn't have wanted to teach what I teach. So just really think about, nothing's wasted. It's not nice, but it's not wasted. It's for something bigger. So it's you're through it now, though. That's the thing. Like, you're on the other side. We're coming out the other way. So yeah, phew. And we're all human. We all have ups and downs, and we all slip into like those old ways of being because we used them for a long, long time. But there is so many tools that can shift you now. And like I'm saying, this is all about raising your vibration. And that podcast is the cusp of it. Like, it's really about now embodying who you want to be, embodying that energy. And like I was saying with Oswald's cards, really acclimatizing yourself to where you want to be. So think about, who is that person that you want to embody? What do they act like? What's their vibration like? How do they walk? How do they stand? How do they smile? How do they feel? What do they bring into their energy? And really start embodying that, because all it does is it becomes natural then. It becomes part of you. It becomes who you are. It becomes really, really good. So what feeling do you want to embody? And it's not someone else, it's you. It's that next version of you, that version that already exists, that we just need to step into. It isn't someone else. It's just that next level of us. What are they doing? What do they already know? We need to step into that energy. So, anybody got any questions before we finish, or anybody else that's jumped on for a card or anything? So, yeah, Christina's put the link into the Frustrated to Zen, so I really would. And that course, it's not just for beginners. It's for anybody who's kind of tried meditating but doesn't get into like a proper practice, but also people who really want to connect in with their own intuition. So what it does is it teaches you how to use that white light. It teaches you how to clear stagnant emotions, stagnant beliefs, and it just teaches you how to really embody that energy, so that you can start, by the end of that course, really visualizing and seeing where you want to go. So if you haven't had that clarity before, and you haven't been able to think, well, yeah, Rachel talks about manifesting, but I don't know where I want to go or what I want to do because I've never dreamed big before, that course might just ease you through that as well, so that you're getting to the end and you're ready to visualize that new self, because you've done these, like I said, these small changes every week over that 4-week period, and you've started to lift your vibration from the inside. Because we do this, we look at lifting stuff from the outside, but actually we've got to take it from our heart and let it out. So that is the best way. It literally is like, and I keep doing this, but this is how I feel when I lift my vibration and I meditate. My guides literally like pull my back in a sense, and they lift me up, and it is like my chest just goes, just totally expands. So that's when I talk about raising my vibration. That's what I do. So I'm not just poking my boobs out at you all night. That is my energy. That is literally what my guides do to me. They just raise me up. It's just like, like that. And it feels so good. So I can't see any more comments coming through, but if you have any, just pop them in and I will go back and read them, and I'll try and answer any questions you might have. And anyone who's new to the group, obviously welcome. We've had quite a few new members, so all of you old members, help, post, help them, put in how you're raising your vibrations. Like, don't be shy in this group, because as well, this is how we're manifesting. We want to manifest the energy that we want back. So we want that energy, we want that connection, we want that love. So make sure you're using this as your safe space to do that. Like, connect and share things. You know, you might be all over the world, but there's nothing safer than a nice group where you can connect that energy and rise up together. So really use this group for that. This is your place. You know, really just enjoy it. Post silly pictures. I want to see, you know, whatever's happening with you, just enjoy it and share that love between each other, because what you'll find is that lifts your vibration as well. So having that real connection, which is lovely. Darcy, with meditations, can it be done as often as like 200 times a day to de-stress and recommend time? I did yours for the first time and I fell asleep. Yes, you can do it. 200 times a day is a little bit extreme because I'm not sure how much time you have, but you can do it as often as you like. So as long as when you're doing my meditations, the ones in the Frustrated to Zen kind of nicely ease you in. Some of the ones on the website that you might have downloaded, like the Lionsgate one and the Higher Self one, things like that, there's a lot of energy in them, so there's a lot of shifting. So all I would say is you might fall asleep. Hiya Heather, are you wanting a card? You might fall asleep, you might feel tired, you might feel drained, you might be yawning, you might be burping. You need lots of water. Like, it is good to, you know, doing this kind of energy stuff is thirsty work. You'll see me, I'm drinking water all through the lives because energy is thirsty work. So just make sure you're getting your water, getting your, whatever your body needs, whether it wants sugar, that's fine, but you can keep doing the meditations. Don't feel like you're going to overdo it. Your body will know when you've got that one or you need to move to something else. So just, you know, just keep going. But as well, listen to the podcast because there might be other ways you can de-stress as well without realising. So the podcast will be, yeah. And Darcy, that's probably the first one you've done as well. So the fact that you relax that quickly is amazing. Do not worry about falling asleep. So I know one of the girls who got the Lionsgate one has just been listening to it every night as she goes to sleep. And that one will just give you the magic in your subconscious. So they will all link to your subconscious whether you fall asleep or not. So don't worry about that. Heather, I love your news, by the way, Heather. How exciting. Heather has got a massive new beginning going on. So, oh my God, amazing. I'm going to do a work you like one for you, Heather, because there's big things happening in your life. So I'm going to, right, one's just kind of flipped over, so we're definitely going to do that one, but I feel like there's another one for you as well. Well, they're both pretty much the same thing that's about what's happening at the minute. So, Starseed, what lights you up, and birthing a new age. So, yeah, could these be more linked to your massive adventure? So it basically is like you've been planning for a long time, like thinking about this new life, thinking about this new way of being like sitting on the sidelines thinking this is where you want to be, and you know that energy lights you up, but you've just been kind of sitting there kind of planning it, watching it, letting it build, letting it grow. And now it is time to birth this new age. So if you had any doubts or any bit of you thinking, oh my God, am I really doing this? Like, this is happening. Yes, and this should be happening. So I feel this was you. This is where you were at. You were kind of looking out like, this is what I want. I know this energy is like lighting me up, but I'm just not there yet. I can't dive in. And that was you kind of sitting on the sidelines thinking, can I do it? And then this is you now, just like, hell yes, I am so in alignment. This is exactly where I'm meant to be going. So this literally is you dreaming that new world into being, and this is just the beginning. So once you step into that energy, everything is gonna align, new doors are gonna open. new levels of this are going to turn up. So you are at the beginning now, but then there's another level coming in and another level coming in. So because you're absorbing your energy, you are embodying that energy you want to be in, that is not the end. So I know you're going to a different way of living, but that house and everything else is going to align around you from you making this step into where you want to be. So even though this is literally just the start, and I know you've got bigger dreams of like the kind of farm and all of that, and I totally see like that all aligning around you because you're so centered and you're going to be so kind of like just in alignment. So yes, send vibes for a quick sale. You've got that, just manifest it. So for me, when I was selling my house, I had a picture of my house for sale sign. I had a price on it that I wanted it to go for. That was a picture that I looked at every single day. You know how to do this stuff. Just imagine them coming in, offering you that money, like just do that and then let it go. Like, no, it's done. That house is sold. It's already gone. This is you. So it's done. You don't have to worry about the sale. You don't have to think about it. Doesn't matter about the time. It's happening. This is literally where you go when the house is sold. It's done. This new life is being birthed and it's already there. So whatever is like the last bits to tidy up, it's all done. Just let it go. It's done. Been on my vision board since January, yeah. So don't even like, when you look at it, don't connect anything like, oh, I wish it was there. I wish it was like anything like that. Don't connect any of that energy to it. Just be like, yeah, that's done. Can't wait to see how that unfolds. Like that energy, that excited energy, just add that to it because that's going to help it manifest just so much quicker. But you don't have to add any doubt or any worry because that will just put a bit of resistance there. So whenever you feel that in, just be like, no, it's done. It is done. It is coming. Can't wait to meet the new owner of my home. That is it. So yeah, it is done. Yeah. And just, if you need it, just like shift your energy, shift your focus, just like, if you're at the point where you're worrying about your house, just shift your focus to like dreaming about you being where you're going. Dream about that rather than thinking about the house selling. It's just like shift your focus to where you're going and it'll happen so quick. It really will. So yeah. Oh, exciting. I can't wait to see. Oh, you're going to have so many pictures and so many amazing things. You need to post them in the group because when I seen it the other day, I was just like, I am so excited for this. So, yeah, just a whole new adventure and it is happening and it's so where you need to be. Oh my God, yes, I did see the owners in a vision. Well, there you go. You're even getting them in a vision. So, yes, that is all done. It is just going to happen exactly when it needs to, how it's going to need to, because this has been coming for a hell of a long time and it's definitely where you're meant to be. So yeah, exciting. Oh, I love that one. I'm so glad you popped on and we could like get into that energy. That's amazing. Right, so very quickly before I finish, because I have kept you for an hour tonight and it has been amazing. So thank you for everybody for coming. And do you know what? I was so tired, and this is how lifting your vibration can work. I was so tired all day because I've been having like loads of meetings and quite draining stuff. And then literally I come on here and you guys just like lift me right up. So it just shows how you don't have to stay in like a certain place. You can shift, you can lift, and by doing what you love, you do that anyway. So make sure you are making them small changes to do things that you enjoy every single day. Oh, thanks, Heather. I love doing my cards and like lifting the vibe for everybody. It's fab. I can't wait to see how these all resonate with you. So anything I've said, pop in the comments. Let me know what's really like, stood out for you. And just let me know and anything that's going on that's really helped you move forward. But like I said, Frustrated to Zen will get you started on this journey. It'll get you start to embody who it is you want. Because what I've found from clients that I work with, a lot of the time when we start, we don't actually know what we want. And I didn't. I just was like, I need to find my purpose. I need to find my life purpose. I need, I know I'm meant to be doing something bigger. I know I've got potential. I just don't know what. And I was always searching for something outside of me, but it was inside I needed to connect with. And once I did that, everything I wanted to manifest, I could see it, I could visualize it, it became real, it was there in my mind, I knew what I wanted. But before, I was always looking outside for the answers, and it doesn't come that way. You've got to connect in with who you actually are and what you want. So if you've been struggling with that, like, really get into them practices, and that is going to help. So yeah, that's why I built that course, because I know what it's like to be that frustrated person. But now I'm totally the other side. I'm totally the Zen. So just, I walk you through that and get you to that place. So, Janie, you're so welcome. And Michelle, yeah, can't wait to see what's happening with everyone. So I'm going to head off because my throat is going to go. I need lots of water. So thanks, everyone. And I will catch you next Thursday. And we'll be chatting more about the podcast. And yeah, I will see you then. All right. Bye.